Progressive PAC Midas Touch is back with another hard-hitting ad, this time hitting Kayleigh McEnany, the press secretary, for her unthinking, uncritical defense of Donald Trump every step of the way during this pandemic.
This president will always put America first. He will always protect American citizens. We will not see diseases like the coronavirus come here.
The 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to zero.
This president has this under control. Right now, we're proceeding as normal. Joe Biden's looking for an excuse to get off the campaign trail.
50 or 60,000 people, 65,000 people, 75, 80 or 90,000 people.
They had minimum numbers of 100,000, and I think we're going to beat that.
We have between 100 and 200,000. We all together have done a very good job.
The United States has now registered 200,000 coronavirus deaths.
The death toll will surpass 410,000 by January.
Why haven't you said anything about the U.S. hitting 200,000 deaths?
Go ahead. Anybody else?
The president has always been clear-eyed with the American people. He was always clear-eyed about the lives we could lose. I will never lie to you. You have my word on that.
I'll let you go first. That was pretty rough, man. Going back to the very beginning.
Anytime somebody occupies that podium in that particular position, I prepare myself for a plethora of lies. You know, I'm using words that Donald Trump doesn't know. I'm telling you that I saw Sarah Huckabee Sanders on The View not too long ago. Sean Spicer, just think about, since Donald Trump has been in office, all the lies that have been told to the American people from that podium that have been continuously justified until the person expires and cannot tell the lie anymore. I'm just waiting on Kayleigh's expiration because her nose's shape is changing since she's been in that position, and it is continuously. If you look at her from the beginning, she looked fresh, she looked crisp, she looked like ready to take on the world. And as the lies have continued, she just looks. You can see the age on her face, you can see the stress on her face. I'm not shaming her. I'm just saying, once you are in a position where you are continuously being stressed, we saw Obama's hair color change. You see the aging on Bill Clinton.
Totally.
You can't just continue to just go around. One thing is point of view versus fact, right? People have different points of views. Sean Hannity can say whatever he wants from the place of his opinion. But when these people are lying and telling you things and disguising them as fact, when people are out here dying, struggling financially, losing their businesses, losing their jobs, they don't have proper health care, it is a criminal act. And I just think they should be held accountable. There should be a law that you should not be allowed, if you are in any position of power or office, to lie to the American people. They should have a panel of fact checkers that are constantly nonpartisan. They're available to the people of America to say these people are lying to us. Because when we pay our taxes, which we go to jail if we don't, to provide them with the best lives that they're having while we are suffering during this pandemic, it is a gross misuse of power.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, to see it all summarized, I remembered some of those, but she said it wouldn't come here.
I heard her.
How is she not being asked about that literally every day? It was already here then. Maybe we didn't know it, I guess, although they probably did. But the idea that it would never come, and then every step along the way, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. 200,000, big win. We're the big winners with our 200,000 deaths and counting. By the way, in yesterday's reporting, 821 more COVID deaths were reported, which I guess is an improvement. It's less than 1,000. It's still 821 families that have been destroyed now by this in a 1-day period. So that's wonderful. But how do you live with yourself? Honestly, I know everybody in politics lies, and every press secretary is chosen based on their ability to lie, but she knows what she's said. She knows how it changes every day. We know over the weekend when Trump did his little rally, and he said it affects virtually nobody. So the next day at the press conference, she was able to flip to through her little binder for her prepared statement about that, which means she watches all of these Trump rallies thinking, oh my God, what horrible, horrendous, cruel statement am I gonna have to come up with a defense for? Because I'm definitely gonna be asked about it. She didn't randomly prepare for that thing. So she's watching and hearing the guy she serves say it affects nobody when she knows it's killed 200,000 people, let alone how many hundreds of thousands of families have had to deal with extended hospital stays, medical bankruptcy, lingering organ damage, all of that. There can't be anything left inside of you. How horrible of a person you are. What could you possibly do to shield yourself from acknowledging that? How big of a liar you are, and what function your lies serve in US government, what policies they help to continue. Yeah, I don't think that, I disagree with the ad at the end that she's necessarily leaving anytime soon, but she definitely should. She definitely should.
I just wonder, like, what would it take? Like, should we highlight the number of white people who've died from coronavirus and specify this many white people have died from coronavirus? This is really bad. Like, I don't understand what it will take, because the problem with this country is this celebrity worship, John. These people do not look at these politicians and public officials as what they are. They idolize them. They're not constituents. They're part of this cult where they think these people are like Cardi B and Kim Kardashian. And you cannot possibly really respect or love a politician if you cannot hold them accountable and at times disagree with them and call out the BS. So how is it that you truly love Donald Trump if you can sit there and watch him lie, you can watch Kayleigh lie, you can watch all of Ted Cruz lie and not say, hey guys, this is not okay. That's not a real constituent. So at this point, Kayleigh has a fan base. Her followers went up. She's changing her hair color, her lipstick. And you know what? People are dying, and white people are dying too. It's not just a black and brown virus. And COVID-19 is called COVID-19 because they knew about it in 2019. So stop talking about this like it just popped up in 2020. The reason they called it COVID-19 is because they discovered it in 2019. So stop already. We heard horrible things about the Chinese. Remember, Donald Trump was on China. Then the coronavirus comes, and now he gets a chance to call it the China virus. It's like, man, I feel like we're in a bad movie. We're in a really bad movie.
Well, every movie has to end sometime, right? Maybe it's coming. Maybe we're in the final act. I don't know. We'll see. But everything gets a sequel these days. So we do have to watch out for that too. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.